Hi everyone, welcome to Wits Connect. Today we are going to discuss the topic about oscillators. What is the definition of oscillator? So an electronic device that generates oscillations of desired frequency is known as oscillator. Oscillator is also defined as it is a circuit which generates DC energy into AC energy is also named it as oscillator. That means without giving any input signal also we are getting the output waveform. So what is the basic difference between amplifier and oscillator circuits? In amplifiers we are giving the input AC signal that will be amplified and you are getting the output signal. But in oscillators without giving any input signal is also that is nothing but DC signal. We will get the output waveform as AC output. Okay, AC energy output. That is the basic difference between amplifiers and oscillators. So coming to the oscillator classification, oscillators are classified as two types: sinusoidal oscillators, non-sinusoidal oscillators. So the circuits which generates sinusoidal oscillations of desired frequency is known as sinusoidal oscillators. So coming to the examples of sinusoidal oscillators, LC tuned feedback circuits and RC tuned feedback circuits. So these circuits will generate pure sinusoidal waveform with constant amplitude and frequency. Coming to the non-sinusoidal oscillators, so these are the circuits which generates non-sinusoidal oscillations of desired frequency is known as non-sinusoidal oscillators. So the examples of non-sinusoidal oscillators are relaxation oscillators. So these are the oscillators which cannot generate sinusoidal waveforms. Either that means it will generate either square waveform, triangular waveform or sawtooth waveform. Okay now, so here the relaxation oscillators will generate square or triangular or sawtooth waveforms. So these are the non-sinusoidal oscillators. So coming to the conditions for an amplifier to work as an oscillator. Okay now, here a transistor amplifier with positive feedback will work as an oscillator. Okay now, a transistor amplifier with positive feedback we can use this in oscillators, but a transistor amplifier with negative feedback we can use those in amplifiers. So here coming to the oscillators, a transistor amplifier with positive feedback it can work in oscillator. We can use it in oscillators. Okay now. So what is positive feedback? What is positive feedback? The positive feedback is nothing but the output signal is in phase with the input signal. Okay na, the output signal is in phase with the input signal. Okay na. So here what are the conditions for an amplifier to work as an oscillator? There are basically three conditions. A transistor amplifier with positive feedback will work as an oscillator. Already I have told, and the total phase shift around the loop is 360 degrees or 0 degrees. How we are getting 360 degrees or 0 degrees? Here in positive feedback the amplifier will give 180 degrees phase shift and the feedback amplifier is designed so that it will also give 180 degrees, so that the total phase shift it is 360 degrees with respect to the input signal. So here the total phase shift around the loop it is 360 degrees or 0 degrees, and the loop gain, the modulus of A into beta equal to 1. A is nothing but voltage gain without feedback, beta is nothing but feedback factor. So the modulus of A beta equal to 1. So here coming to the different types of oscillation. So here this is the closed loop gain. If the closed loop gain A beta is less than 1, we will get damped oscillations. That means we are not getting any constant frequency and constant amplitude. Here we are in this case we are not getting any constant amplitude and frequency. That's why it is named it as damped oscillations. In damped oscillations the closed loop gain A beta is less than 1. And coming to if the closed loop gain A beta is equal to 1, if the closed loop gain A beta is equal to 1, you will get constant amplitude and frequency of oscillations. That's why it is named it as undamped or sustained oscillations. In undamped or sustained oscillations, we are getting constant and frequency, constant amplitude and frequency. Okay na. And coming to the closed loop gain, if it is A beta greater than 1, we are named it as overdamped oscillations. In overdamped oscillations, we are getting the oscillations like this. Here also we are not getting any constant amplitude and frequencies. Okay na. So these are the conditions for an amplifier to work as an oscillator. So the next topic is Barkhausen criterion. A system, what is the Barkhausen criterion? So a system will produce Sustained oscillations. Sustained oscillations is nothing but pure sine waveform with constant amplitude and frequencies. So a system will produce sustained oscillations only at the frequencies for which the gain around the feedback loop is 1 and phase shift around the feedback it is 360 degrees or 0 degrees. This is the Barkhausen criterion. And what is the overall gain of the positive feedback amplifier? It is AF equal to A by 1 minus A beta. Here if A beta equal to 1, what is the value of feedback? You will get it here, it is infinity. If A beta equal to 1, then you will get AF equal to infinity. That means without giving any input also you will get the output voltage. So this is the condition for oscillator. Okay na? Okay. So here this is known as Barkhausen criterion. What is the meaning of Barkhausen criterion? The loop gain it is equal to 1, equal to the loop gain it is equal to 1, must be unity, and the total phase shift around the loop is 360 degrees or 0 degrees. So this is the Barkhausen criterion. And these are what are the conditions for the sustained oscillations? The transistor, the transistor amplifier must be operated in positive feedback, and the loop gain it is must be unity, and the total phase shift around the feedback loop it is 360 degrees or 0 degrees. These are the three basic conditions to produce the sustained oscillation. So these are the Barkhausen criterion. So coming to the classification of oscillators, according to the generating waveform we have sinusoidal oscillators, relaxation or non-sinusoidal oscillators. Coming to according to the associated circuit components, RC oscillators. In RC oscillators we have two types, RC phase shift oscillators, Wien bridge oscillators, and LC oscillators. L is nothing but inductor, C is nothing but capacitor. So those are, we have in LC oscillators we have Colpitts oscillator, Hartley oscillator, and LC tuned collector oscillators. So these are the under LC oscillators. So according to the frequency range using audio frequency oscillators, audio frequency range is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Radio frequency oscillators 20 kHz to 30 MHz. Video frequency oscillators 30 MHz to 300 MHz. And ultra high frequency oscillators 300 MHz to 3 GHz. So these are the classification of oscillators. So coming to the next topic, what are the requirements of an oscillator? So actually what are the conditions for an oscillator? The transistor amplifier must be in positive feedback, and the total phase shift around the loop is 360 degrees or 0 degrees, and the loop gain A beta equal to 1. These are the conditions. And what are the main requirements? We have to use the tank circuit, we have to use the transistor amplifier circuit, and one feedback circuit. Okay na? Here the tank circuit is nothing but it is acts as a feedback circuit to the transistor amplifier. So here tank circuit is nothing but the parallel connection of inductor with capacitor, acts as a tank circuit. Here depending on the values of inductor and capacitor, the conditions of an oscillations will be existed. Okay na? Coming to the transistor amplifier, tank circuit output is giving to the input of the transistor amplifier. Okay na? Here the transistor amplifier, by using the transistor we can amplify the transistor amplifier. Coming to the transistor amplifier, it is going to the feedback circuit. So the transistor amplifier will produces the 180 degrees phase shift, and because of the feedback circuit also it will produces the 180 degrees. So the total phase shift around the loop it is 360 degrees or 0 degrees with respect to the input signal. Okay na? So this feedback circuit will produces the conditions for an oscillation. So these are the requirements of oscillator: tank circuit, transistor amplifier, and feedback circuit.